Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog, and it's time. It's time to make this video. Unfortunately, I didn't want to make it, but it's time to. The Los Angeles Lakers are done, man. I hate to say this because some of you guys know I had the Lakers winning it all this year. I actually went out and bet money on them winning it all. I don't see it. I'm at a point now, man, where the Pelicans loss was really bad. They lost to the Dallas Mavericks last night, 109 to like 104. And this team is just, they don't play fucking defense. They commit very shitty fucking turnovers. I mean, LeBron had 6 turnovers in the Pelicans game. Russell Westbrook needs to be a sixth man. I'm just going to call it what it is. I don't understand why they keep trying to play Russell Westbrook with LeBron James. It's not working. It hasn't worked. It's not going to work. I mean, I don't know what this team can do to turn the ship around. I mean, Anthony Davis is out for 4 weeks, and I know because I have him on my fucking fantasy team. Anthony Davis has not been this year what he was last year. Lakers gave up all their depth to get Russell Westbrook, and it has not played out. I understand LeBron is a great basketball player. I mean, he's arguably the greatest of all time. And that's coming from me, who's a pretty hard Jordan stan. Okay, to me, it used to be LeBron wasn't even in the conversation, and in some instances, I still think it's not even close with certain things. But LeBron is in the conversation. Okay, that's not debatable. He is in the conversation for greatest of all time, and to a lot of people he is, and understandably so. But LeBron James cannot be asked at 36, 37 years old to backpack teams to the fucking playoffs, okay? He's a great player. I mean, he's, putting up insane numbers at his age. And there's something to be said for that, for longevity and stuff like that. But LeBron cannot by himself in the playoffs take this team to the NBA Finals. He just can't, okay? He's good, but he's not what he used to be. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to come out here and give you fucking 50. I don't know. Maybe he will. Maybe you'll get a game or two like that during the entire playoffs. But I don't think LeBron is going to come out for an entire playoff series, average 40, and take the Lakers to the finals. I just don't see it happening. Not at 36, 37 years old. He might be able to get you 30 consistently, but Anthony Davis has just been a shell of himself this year. Russell Westbrook has been a fucking nightmare. I think it goes without saying that I've been a pretty big Russell Westbrook hater. I wasn't a fan of the trade when they made the trade. I was like, okay, yeah, you get Russell Westbrook, but you're taking on $44 million of salary for a guy who is an efficiency fucking nightmare. And there are Russell Westbrook stands out there that are going to defend Russell Westbrook tooth and nail, but we're at a point now, man, where the Lakers are, they'll maybe make the play-in. Okay, this is just what I personally think. I think the Lakers will get into the play-in tournament somehow, some way, which they shouldn't even fucking be in. I think the play-in tournament's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen implemented into a sport ever. Mostly because I understand why it's there. It's to add excitement. It's to, maybe have some type of a March Madness type thing where it's an underdog team that shouldn't have even made the playoffs goes on and beats some of these teams. But that doesn't happen in the NBA, okay? The NBA is not college basketball, and they keep treating it or they're trying to treat it like it is, If for 1 year the Orlando Magic get into the playoffs and they win a play-in game, they're not beating any of the teams that are, actual fucking playoff teams. And that's how I feel about the Lakers, okay? The Lakers are, the 9th seed right now, or 10th seed? They've lost 6 of their last 7. They don't communicate on defense. They couldn't hit water if they were dropped into a fucking lake when it comes to shooting. And they're relying heavily on the idea that Anthony Davis is going to come back and be amazing, and that LeBron is going to continue to be, LeBron of, 10 years ago or some shit. It's just, I don't see the Lakers getting very far. They're going to get into the play-in. Maybe they'll beat somebody to get into the playoffs. And then once they get to the playoffs, I wouldn't be shocked if they get fucking swept, okay? Against, a team like the Memphis Grizzlies or, the Denver Nuggets even. The Denver Nuggets are going to get Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray back most likely before the playoffs start. So they're not a better team than the Denver Nuggets. They don't have the youth of the Denver Nuggets. And they don't play defense like the Denver Nuggets. I mean, no matter who they get, even if they get the Dallas Mavericks, they might be able to beat the Mavericks just because they got rid of Kristaps Porzingis. But they still have Luka Doncic. They still have Spencer Dinwiddie. They still have some youth on their team. They don't have a bunch of fucking old guys who are clinging on to their glory days in the NBA on their roster, okay? They got some actual, young guys on their fucking team. And the Lakers got rid of, DeAndre Jordan and brought in DJ Augustin. I don't know what that does for them, really. I don't know what more that does for them. But the Lakers are going to have a very interesting offseason because are they going to trade Russell Westbrook for John Wall? I mean, and not only that, but even if they do that move, it's not like they have a shit ton of cap space. It's just everybody they sign is once again going to have to be signed to a vet minimum deal. So I don't know who they're going to get in the offseason, but I'm writing the Lakers off at this point. They're not the team we expected them to be. This was a team we expected to perform extremely well, and they haven't lived up to expectations. And I know for a fact they haven't lived up to LeBron's expectations. And we were hearing things about, LeBron being potentially disgruntled with the front office with Rob Pelinka and stuff like that. But it's like, if you're LeBron, how can you be mad? How can you be mad at the front office for them doing what you wanted? You wanted Russell Westbrook. You got Russell Westbrook. And unfortunately, that move has cost LeBron a championship. Or a potential championship. And, LeBron is not LeBron of old. I've said this multiple times already in this video, but, the past couple years have not been good for LeBron as a Laker. And, yes, last year they won, but, they it's not what we expected. You know what I'm saying? We expected LeBron to come to LA and, continue to dominate. And yes, he did bring a championship to LA, I will say that. But, you have first round playoff exits. You're about to have probably another first round playoff exit. I mean, the only good thing coming out of this is the idea that, LeBron stans can't use, eliminated in the first round 9 times or some shit, or 9 losses in the first round for Jordan, because now LeBron has lost in the first round once already, and he's probably going to lose again. I mean, it just sucks, man. It sucks because as I'm older, I'm 27 now. 7 years ago, I was the biggest LeBron hater in the world. And it's gotten to a point where I truly appreciate how good LeBron is. And it sucks to see the end of his career is, we're finally seeing that LeBron is human. And I don't know what the deal is with Anthony Davis. He's better as a power forward than a center, obviously. But I really don't even know if, is LeBron and Anthony Davis going to be enough to beat some of the teams if they make the play-in, right? Is LeBron and AD going to be enough to beat the Nuggets? You know what I'm saying? It'll be enough to maybe beat the Dallas Mavericks. But, the Memphis Grizzlies, they're pretty fucking good. The Utah Jazz, they're pretty good. There's a lot of good teams in the West. And, the Phoenix Suns are really good. There's just the Golden State Warriors, they're definitely not beating. I mean, there's a lot of good teams in the West. And, specifically if they get, it depends on who they get. If they get Dallas or, They basically have to get Dallas if they want a chance at winning anything. If they want a chance to get out of the first round, they basically have to get Dallas. And I don't know if they're going to. They might get the Denver Nuggets or the Utah Jazz or somebody like that. And if they get either one of those teams, I don't trust the Lakers to win those games. So I don't know, man. It sucks to see, but it is what it is. So tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. It helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm in the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.